באמס מהנדר המרה הזה, מהנויר המוקם הזה, שחיינו וקימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, באופן משולש for the Chagiga Meshuleshes, the triple Siyem, Siyem for those that are learning Sefer HaMitzvahs every single day, Siyem of those who concluded the Harambam over 3 years, Perek Echad L'Yoim, and of course the Siyem of those who have been learning 3 chapters a day, the 45th time. There's no greater simcha in Klal Yisrael than the conclusion of Kol HaTorah Kula. The phrase Kol HaTorah Kula has been thrown around a few times. It's not just an expression, it's real. Finishing all the halachas of Kol HaTorah Kula from Sefer Hamada until Sefer Shoftim, halachas that are relevant Bizman Hazeh and halachas that will be in Yemois HaMashiach is a major feat. The Rebbe once said that in order to be matzliach and finish the Harambam daily, you need a lot of siyata d'shmaya, assistance from above. And the Rebbe suggested that perhaps people should give tzedakah before they learn Harambam, because it's not an easy thing to accomplish. You have accomplished the uneasy thing of concluding the entire Harambam. Chazal describe the unique thing of a Talmid Chacham, someone that learns Torah, over a Mekayim Mitzvahs. Talmidei Chachamim kol gufan eish. Their entire body is consumed with the fire of Torah. The Torah is haloi koid varoi ka'eish. Torah, Hashem's words, is compared to fire. Someone that learns Torah becomes one with Torah, a yichud nifla she'ein kamoyu v'loi ka'erkoi nimtza klal begashmias. There's no unity equivalent to the unity of learning Torah, becoming absolutely one with Hashem. When a person does mitzvahs, he's subservient to Hashem. When a person learns Torah, he's not subservient to Hashem, he's one with Hashem. Kol gufa yesh. Now that is true about anything that you learn in Torah. But there's something fundamentally different when a person learns the halachas of Torah. Chazal referred to halachas of Torah as taga, crown, kisra shel Torah. What's unique about learning halacha? And why does a person learn halacha? Some people learn halacha to know what to do. But when a person is learning Harambam, he's learning halachas that are currently not yet relevant. He's not learning Leida Hamasa Sheyasin. He doesn't have a sheretz touching his tanur, touching his oven. He's learning that to know the Ratzon Hashem. There's a difference between Chachma and Ratzon. Chachma is your wisdom, what you understand. Ratzon is what you want. It's impossible for a person to want to understand something which is impossible to understand. You can't force someone to understand the thing which is impossible to understand. But you could want the impossible. Want, now normally when we talk about a normal human being, he wants, it makes no sense, is that I'm a shugana. He's not normal. But when we're talking about which is more a revelation of the person, which expresses the essence of the person's wisdom, or the person's desire, the wisdom has set rules in advance. You could only understand things that make sense. Desire, that's your very, very essence. You're not bound by external rules of logic. If we talk about Hashem, there's the wisdom of Hashem, and that's Torah. There's the desire of Hashem, and that's halacha. When a person learns Harambam, Hashoina halachas b'chol yoim, he's associating, says the Rebbe, with the very essence of the desire of Hashem. Hashem wants halacha. Relevant or irrelevant, practical or unpractical. It'll never happen in my lifetime. Totally irrelevant. When a person learns Shulchan Aruch, he's learning to know what to do tomorrow, today. when he's learning Rambam, because this is Ritzoyneh Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He links directly with the very essence of Hashem. Starts off the Rambam, Oz in his Sefer Hayad, Oz loy eivish be'abiti al kol mitzvaysecha. When I experienced and I looked and I accomplished and I know every mitzvah, mitzvah means what Hashem wants, I am not embarrassed. If you don't know halacha l'maisa, you're not only embarrassed, you could be harmed. You could be affected negatively. You'll do the wrong thing. But if you don't know halacha, even which is not l'maisa, it's embarrassing. A yid that learns Rambam is not only not harmed, he's never embarrassed. He is totally subsumed with Hashem's ratzon. Imagine what that means, that we're sitting here in this room, and Yidden in other places as well. Chassidei Chabad, Anash, and Klal Yisrael B'chlal. Yidden that have become one and part and parcel of the ratzon of Hashem. They made sure that their mind was able to absorb every single thing that Hashem wants. Taryag mitzvahs haTorah. The Alter Rebbe writes in Likutei Torah that if you see a Talmid Chacham, you're supposed to stand up. Why? Zog the Alter Rebbe, Zeh shekana chachma, because Hashem's wisdom became one with him. Says the Alter Rebbe, for a person to remember, if he has in his mind, in his brain, he remembers Torah, but for a person to remember all of Torah, that's almost impossible. Says the Alter Rebbe, but at least make sure you know Kol Taryag Mitzvahs HaTorah, because then you will be Kulach Yafa Umum Ein Bach. You will be complete, intact, with no blemish. Every mitzvah, everything that Hashem wants, Sefer Hayad is based on the Taryag Mitzvahs, certainly Sefer HaMitzvahs. You will be 100% complete. There's thousands and thousands of Yidden that this week, this day, have become one with the Ratzon Elyon. Kulach Yafa Umum Ein Bach. You are complete with no blemish whatsoever. You are a shtik Eibishter. That is in addition to the benefit that we're complying with the ratzon of the Rebbe, that the Rebbe asked that Yidden all over the world should have a daily study of Rambam. For those who have yet not started Rambam, which are probably not here in this room, or for those who have started Rambam, but it wasn't with the whole chayis, with the whole geschmack. The purpose of the Siyem Rambam is not to pat ourselves on the back. Chassidim don't do that kind of stuff. Chassidim have marching orders. We only pat ourselves on the back, we take a step back in order to take a step forward. This is the place to inspire yourself to join any type of limud harambam that suits your taste, or suits rather what should be suiting you. Sefer HaMitzvahs, Perek Echad, Gimel Prakim. And as was mentioned earlier, Kashem Shemitzvah Lilmoid Kach Mitzvah Lalamed, find another Yid and be mashpia on him, he should learn Rambam. Make the Rambam part of your whole entire day. Some people make the Rambam part of their day. They make sure to push it off to the last thing in the day. Like this, all day long they think about Rambam. But there's another way to make it part of your day. Start your day with Rambam. Let Rambam take you over. The Geschmack Begashmius, and certainly Beruchnis of a Yid being permeated with halachas HaTorah, there's nothing that comes close to that. You know the feeling. See, I'll conclude with this. Chassidim say a vart, that what's going to happen when Mashiach comes? What will be different when Mashiach comes? So Chassidim say, when Mashiach comes, you'll wake him in the morning, you'll say, ich hab schon gedavent. I davened already. Because what's davening? Davening is to become one with Hashem. When Mashiach comes, you don't have to go through the experience of davening. Did I daven? Did I not daven? No, I still have to daven. I still have to daven. Every morning, best to sein a gedaventer. You know the feeling, you wake up in the morning, ich hab schon gelernt Rambam. I already became one with Rambam. I already became one with the Rebbe. I became one with the Ratzon Elyon. So mezeiche sein, we should see the mechol umiyased atakana, bichvoide v'atzmai. A kitzu v'ranu, and the Rebbe is going to make a siyum on Sefer Hayad. Machzer arboim v'chamish. Mit Herren ahadrin nishten aneufen von Shmir. nor a hadron nor open shul re'iyah. The Rebbe said several hadronim al Rambam, but they were open shul shmiyah. Lasid lava limud atoyre v'oisa azman will be mola oretz deik hamayim liyom hachasim in the way of the year. V'Harambam b'soichem v'v'roshim v'teikim v'miyad mamish and yeshakoyach v'alam arganim.